Brilliant,
Good morning.
brilliant, brilliant. Yes, yes. A most good morning to you, Sher. So happy you here. This is fantastic. This is fantastic.
Good morning.
This is fantastic.
I'm up. I'm still in bed. Isn't that
That's
awesome?
okay. I'm
Good,
only going to
good,
take a couple minutes of your time because, I just thought about it this morning again. And,
good.
sure, I just wanted to say first, thanks for letting me practice my capital H hearing in your session yesterday, because it's a big
It's
piece
huge.
for me
It's huge. It's huge.
in the Mornis program. Is that Bina on?
That's Bina. Yeah, so they're fixing our internet. So,
Oh, cool. Morning, Bina.
Bina. Sher just came on. So,
Good
Cool.
morning, Dean.
Good morning, Sher. How are you?
I'm good. I'm still waking up.
all right, good. All right.
Your
good,
ears
good.
are on though, right? So you're good.
Yes, yes. So just start again, Sue. What you were saying. You
Yeah.
were saying. You just start again.
I just wanted to say to Sher from yesterday's takeaways that she did with Sil. I said, first of all, Sher, I really wanted to thank you for letting me practice my capital H hearing with you in your session yesterday. There was just a tremendous amount of wonderfulness and moreness that I heard from you. I really did. Especially your moreness that shows up in how eager you are, so eager to learn, to learn more.
Yeah.
And also, you can't not notice your unrelenting positivity and your persistence. It just oozes out of you, I heard your openness to self-improve too at so many levels, and how that you are truly making space for yourself. I've never heard your full backstory from you other than what you shared on Zoom that day with Erica when we were talking about suicides and stuff like that on our open Fridays. But I tell you, I feel some absolute and hear some absolute deliberateness in what you're doing, no matter what you've been through. And to say that it's anything short of a beautiful experience to witness through hearing is an understatement. So thanks.
Yeah.
Thank you, because you inadvertently
It's huge. Yeah.
validated. I'll save what I was going to say, but you definitely validated what I experienced yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Just there is a need, and it's been brought to my attention through awareness, which I wrote about, and I'll share that when we're done. But the awareness is that I have written my story, and I read it once, I think twice online, but I haven't really told my story with feeling. And I realized yesterday through all of these different little connected pieces that were telling me attunement. So I was really excited when I discovered it.
Good.
I have not openly, publicly, verbally shared what happened. I read about it, but I was semi-detached when I read it. I've never really spoken about what happened to me with feeling.
Wow.
So yesterday was just part of all of the different little pieces that were connected. And then once I sat back last night and looked at everything from an overview, I was like, oh my gosh, there's my being stuck. That's what's holding my feelings back.
Oh,
God, I've never verbally talked about it.
Oh, well, you're quite the writer. That's for darn sure. That I've seen, I haven't been on. One of my tasks was to do something I didn't think I could do, and I came off of social media for a week. So I haven't read anything that you've written lately. But there is a sense, a feeling that comes through of some depth of your life of a trauma at some big level. And wow, I guess it really doesn't matter what your story is. Yes and no. You need to be heard for sure. But you are being you right now, and just stay the path, man.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Sure. Yeah. Thank you.
It's an amazing thing too, Sure. To be in a space where we are learning and we realize that we are missing it's like you're writing in a language, and you suddenly realize, hey, wait a second, it's a couple of the letters of the alphabet missing here, you know. And
Yeah.
this is a big thing, I mean, just because of where you've been from. So this is a big deal, and it's that you manage this, and you find a way to learn those new things and to not let them affect you and get to you. So this is a big deal, it's a very magical thing. It's a very magical thing. So yeah, yeah. Again,
Keep
just
It's
self-awareness. Yeah.
keep making space for yourself, sweetheart. And you're doing great. It's a lot. It's a lot. Imagine what your bureaucrats are going through, with the change, the
The
shift,
bureaucrats. Yeah.
are, you know, are trying to do,
Yeah.
no matter what it is,
Oh man, I'm telling you, they're both Democratic and Republican. I'm always telling.
Yeah.
With
It's
your
like,
changes, they probably out to lunch and never came back. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I love you. I love you.
Very magical. Very magical. Yeah. Well, we really enjoyed that, and there was a lot of value in it. So
Yeah. No, thank you. It's part of my,
I'm looking forward to when Sher does the
yeah.
same course.
Yeah. And the
Yes.
more, it's very cool. And if you continue to want to do that life coaching,
Yes.
component, I know for me, I've been doing therapy and counseling for 20 years, and this is certainly putting a new spin and edge on that therapy, and
Yeah.
I'm so anxious for it. You are in a great space from my perspective, because you know you don't have all the baggage and the conditioning that comes from other traditional learnings, about how to deal with things. It'll be a great tool for you if that's the path you go down.
A big advantage coming in clean. Yeah.
Yeah, clean and sharp. Whew, So I could have saved the whole world 20 years ago. No.
I love that. Yes, but it's never too late to start. Never too late to start. So
Right. That's right. That is so right. Never too late.
yeah.
I'm excited to get started on that, just mostly because I'm starting to really feel this passion. I don't know what it is. It's something that keeps telling me, get it going. But I've got so much on my plate. I'm just like, I'm going to have to make room, make space, and handle priorities too.
Right.
So,
Nice. So start working on all your tailoring clients. Start getting their email addresses and stuff. Start
yes.
building your list so that when you're ready, you say, hey, you know what? I'm adding to my tailoring. I'm adding life tailoring to my tailoring services, and there you go. You want to talk about your problems? I'm the one. Something like that.
Absolutely.
Cool.
Yeah. And speaking of which, by the way, there is a young lady that probably could use somebody like you, Sue, to reach out to her.
Uh-huh.
She's in the Sassy group, and I didn't catch her name. I can go back and find the post and tag you in it or something.
Okay.
She could really use. I hesitated to even mention the Wave Impeccability program to her because I don't think that's where she is right now. Really, you might know, she was the young lady who was talking about how she feels about herself, doesn't like her skin color, anything about her.
Yeah.
Boy, I really heard that one because it's like, oh, I know that feeling. But at this
I was mentioning it to Bina. I said, I shared a little bit there, make a list.
Right.
But they, it's like they're kind of far lost in where they're at. So,
Right. No, she needs to start with the level of counseling first. She's got to do some of that back work, and so that's when I thought of Sue, and it's like, oh, I wonder if Sue could help her. So,
or yourself,
Yeah. Send me her name.
Yeah, we'll just tag you in the group.
Yeah, exactly, and through Messenger or something like that. Or
that's what I planned on doing. It's just sending it to you through Messenger.
Sure.
That way, it's not calling her out.
Exactly. Yeah. That's too. There's some very private things that you don't want to put on.
Right. So I just posted on there that I heard her and that I agreed with Syl's suggestion, and then I added on there that perhaps she could, add a few extra pieces, like looking at her external world, like what music does she like, and what's one favorite habit that she has, things like that, something to kind of, pad it a little bit, and make it so that she at least felt heard.
Yeah, yeah. I'd love to hear her story.
Yeah.
And then I would.
She
go from
posted
there.
in the group as a group post.
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
she did. Yes, she did.
All right.
Um,
Look at it. Cool.
Yeah, she's a
Thank
new
you.
member, and I just really felt for her, and I heard it, and I was like, "Oh, sweetie." It's like, no, you really need to talk to somebody first because the self-love, she's looking for how to love herself, and I remember that question, and Sil and I talked about it yesterday. That moment. So
Oh, it's time to stop you reaching out to her and connecting with her, sir. Unless you don't have the time right now. I don't know.
no, I do, and that's one of those things. It's like,
Yeah.
there we go. That's that confidence piece of, I'm always
Well, I
asking
tell you what, I will do that. I mean, Sue, you of course can also jump in there, but I since you commented already there, Sher, I think I'm just gonna tell her, hey, you know what? Connect, hook up with Sher, chat to Sher. Sher can really help you. So and then you get that bump, and then it starts from there, So
yeah,
Mhm.
I'm trying to
yeah.
find the post now. Yeah.
It's she didn't have anything particular with it. It was
Yeah,
just
here it is. I got it. Okay. So yeah, I'll just say that, and then Placenta Buna. Yeah. So it's interesting on a thing. It's not written well. It's bad grammar, no punctuation, blah blah. Right.
yes,
But this is
yes,
Babina. When I was looking for an example of ugly writing that communicates emotion, right here. Yeah, I'll read it. Hello everyone. I want to post something concerning about myself. I have not accepting myself. I hate my color skin, my body at all, and I have no confidence anymore. I isolate myself from my classmates and friends, and I have low self-esteem. So please, what can I do to overcome this habit and to build my self-confidence? You just feel it. You just feel the emotion. Doesn't matter the
yes,
writing. So when there's a real emotion at the time of writing, it communicates through whatever medium. Doesn't matter. It's an
yes.
incredibly magical thing. So it's very
When she
it's
said
very powerful.
classmates, I'm assuming that she's probably high school or early college.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So that right there, see, that's why I said I really heard that because I know that feeling just implicitly. Um, Man, do I know it. Coming from a place of self hate. Um, yeah, to where I am right now in this moment, enjoying my bed.
Oh, fantastic.
I'm
Fantastic.
jealous. I slept 2 hours last night. Ah.
I should
Ah.
not be in bed, and I'm using the word should intentionally because I know better. Just get
Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right. There we go. Okay. We're all good.
All right, I will
All
leave
right.
you be so she can get on with her session.
All
Yes.
right.
Very cool. Very
All
cool.
right.
I'm glad you're
Thank
here,
you,
sir.
sir.
Glad you're here. Glad you're
Thanks.
here.
All right.
All
You
right.
guys have a great morning.
Yes, you too. Bye-bye, sir.
You too,
Bye-bye.
honey.
Bye.
All right. Bye bye.
Very cool. Very cool.
Wow.